What is that? Goes all the way here. Let's actually follow those trails. Oh my god. Goes here. Whoa. Whoa, is that real? Whoa. Holy hell, it's real. Welcome to another Will You Snail Devlog, the game about the fastest snail in the universe. And if that weren't already strange enough, you go up against an evil AI called Squid, who tries to predict your movement and spawns traps in real time. The game started out as a silly little rage game I came up with 2.5 years ago. Now it's pretty much a fully fledged game with multiple difficulty settings and hundreds of voice lines.
How you got that? What? How?
It's already been 2 months since I last showed you the progress I've made on this game, so I think it's about time for another update. Lean back and enjoy. It is time to say goodbye to an old friend, because the biggest update I made since the last devlog was actually not to the game, but to my setup. A lot of fun memories hang on this tower of garbage, but it was finally time to get rid of it. Rest in peace, garbage towery McDesky face. Rest in peace. So here is where I'll spend about 8 hours of my day from here on out. The desk definitely doesn't have as much personality as the old one, but I might have an idea to fix that. More on that later in this video. This is my new plant, Planty McThirsty Face, which is arguably part of the new setup as well. It's the only plant in the house, and I'm taking your bets now how long you think it will survive. Forever, of course! Haha, tricked you! As you might know, all of the main content of the game is already finished, all of the main levels are already done. Surprisingly, my to-do list is still absolutely packed and makes me wanna procrastinate like this. One task I was really looking forward to was making the credits music though. I've already shown you the first draft in the last devlog, and surprisingly a lot of you liked it a lot better than I thought. I did the only logical thing, you know, I grabbed it, the entire song, and put it right into the garbage where it belongs. And then of course I started a second attempt, hoping to nail the atmosphere even more than the first time. I wasn't really sure if I was headed in the correct direction with this, so I decided to import a video of the credits into my music software. Then I realized that the credits still look like trash, and instantly got started with this epic background for the credits. Okay, maybe that is not how it's supposed to look like. Better. With the basics working, all that was left to do was drawing some nice looking space textures, which ended up looking like this in the game. Okay, maybe that is not how it's supposed to look like. Better. So with my credits visuals complete, I could finally start making some music for them. I found it pretty difficult to write a good song text. I wrote like 5 different versions of the refrain before I finally found something I liked.
What should we do? Oh, with this refrain. I am a snail compared to you.
And yes, I struggled with the singing a lot as well. In fact, I might have to re-sing everything. I don't know, we'll see. Go, go, unicorn, go! Either way, the first draft is finished. I've never worked this much on a single song ever in my life, I think. Keep in mind that there's still a lot of mixing and polishing left to do, but here we go.
Hello AI, can you tell me where I am? Cause I don't know what to think anymore. Am I on a chip or in another universe? Are we alone or are you with us? I wanna hear a story from the other side.
If you wanna hear the full song, just subscribe, or hey, even better, wishlist the game on Steam. That would be super duper appreciated. I started making a pretty massive master plan of all of the secrets I want to put into the game. Don't worry, as always, just a couple of minor spoilers ahead. For now I'm mostly focused on setting up some basics like the collectibles. In the level select screen you can see how many of them you've collected already. I'm calling these exploration points and I'm calling these skill points. Skill points cannot be collected, of course, they're just acquired by beating levels on higher difficulties. Which, trust me, is pretty difficult. exploration points will be the reward for solving puzzles or finding secrets. I have to admit that the game got a bit confusing to navigate, which is why I added a little bit of feedback when using a shortcut, for example. And this quick text prompt also shows up when you enter a bonus level or a secret area. Long story short, I'm adding a little bit of optional bonus content to this game, and it's actually a lot of fun. I just scribbled down a little idea for a secret puzzle level. Probably my favorite puzzle in the game as of yet. Very curious to see how many of you will be able to beat this. For now, I'm guessing probably a 1% completion rate on this puzzle. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, I think I'm gonna start the week with some nice busy work here. This task is perfect. It's time to dance. Did I already mention that there's still a massive pile of stuff in my to-do list? And yes, stuff really is the best way to describe it. Lots of small improvements already made for beta 2.5. Lots of bigger tasks still left. Some stuff can be implemented in a couple of minutes, like this laser projectile sound, for example. Other stuff like the laser sounds are a bit more complicated because I had to figure out where to emit the sounds from first. Especially once you start tilting the lasers in all kinds of directions. It gets a little tricky, so maybe this sound took me an hour or two.
I so knew that exact laser would hit you.
And then of course we have the big stuff like language file caching. Usually I just download the entire translations for the game in a TSV file, and then the game reads from that file to import the translations, which unfortunately causes a big lag spike when loading a language. So to prevent that, I basically wrote a script that splits languages up into individual files. It took me almost an entire day to achieve this. Stuff has mostly two properties. The first one is that it really adds up, and the second one is that it never ends. Cause freaking Lotsbeck keeps coming up with more. I know that I'll just have to call it quits at some point, but not today. I'm enjoying myself way too much. Besides all of the small stuff, there are still some bigger plans. For example, I would love to give the game a little bit of a visual update. Jonas, the credits look way better than the entire game. I know, I'm working on it. Let me know which one of my experiments you like best at the moment. I'm not really all that good at this, but hopefully we'll get there eventually. The shapes are quite unique and interesting, just the colors need a little more work. And then the other big thing that's still in the making is some more storytelling. Or more precisely, some dialogue snippets that are hidden in the game and help you to figure out what's going on.
Whoever rules intelligence rules the bird.
The full game will be roughly 4 hours long, so don't expect anything too massive. Making a game solo just takes a lot of time. We've passed 10,000 wishlists on Steam, by the way. Woo! Thank you very, very much. What? You haven't wishlisted yet? What are you doing with your life?